Hey, how we doing? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play. And last week we saw that Overwatch 2 had made its way onto Steam and was destroyed in the reviews instantly, and there was people crying review bombing, when really what it came down to was broken promises, a scrapped PvE mode, and an outrageous monetization update. That is how you sum up the state of Overwatch 2. And now Overwatch 2 director addresses the review bombing on Steam. And just to really quickly recap, we go over to Steam, we can see that there's almost 155,000 reviews, and the extreme vast majority of them are negative. Only 9% of these reviews are positive, so yeesh, they are getting destroyed over there. So the director of Overwatch 2 has addressed the review bombing the game has been receiving on Steam since its release on the platform last week. Again, it's not review bombing to review something negatively when the game is in a total shit state and it's just a broken promise. So the game launched on Steam last Thursday, and at the time of this writing has just passed 150 user reviews, which Steam says are overwhelmingly negative, and rightfully so, I might add. So Steam stats say that only around 9% of the user submitted reviews are positive, with many players taking the opportunity to criticize the game's free-to-play structure and its ditching of its much-hyped hero missions. That right there is probably the biggest reason as to why this game is being reviewed negatively. Keep in mind, this was the whole reason for Overwatch 2 to exist, and instead, all it ended up being was, like I said, an outrageous monetization update with the number 2 attached to it. So in a post on the Overwatch blog, Aaron Keller acknowledged the response and says he understands the reasoning behind it. We also launched on Steam last week, and although being review bombed isn't a fun experience, I would also add it wasn't review bombing, but anyway, it's been great to see lots of new players jump into Overwatch 2 for the first time, Keller wrote. Our goal of Overwatch 2 has been to make the game more accessible than ever before for more people than ever before. I will also add that putting it on Steam is probably a great way to do that. You're going to get more players that way. Many of the reviews on Steam mentioned the cancellation of the much larger component of PvE that was announced in 2019 as one of their primary reasons for the dissatisfaction of the game. I get that. That announcement was about an ambitious project that we ultimately couldn't deliver. Well, there you go, you just acknowledged it there. So after conceding the hero missions were beyond the capabilities of the team, Keller stated that the plan remains to continue improving the game in the hope that fans will be won over. Look, I think the way this is going to play out is the people that are having fun and are enjoying Overwatch are going to stay with it. It's going to take something really incredible though for this game to get a resurgence and to get that mostly negative review to start to lift back up. I don't see that happening without something just astronomically changing. Anyway, it goes on to say, if we can't turn back the clock, then what can we do, he wrote. We can keep adding to the improving of Overwatch 2. That's how we move forward. So that means more maps, more heroes, more game modes, more missions, more stories, more events, and more cool cosmetics and features, and ever expanding and evolving and improving the game. Well, good luck with that. Anyway, this is the future of Overwatch, one where we'll continue to create and innovate on what is making the game great now for new players who are playing now. Okay, I actually kind of like that last part. If you can focus on improving the game for the people who are still sticking with the game, that in turn will slowly start to bring people back, but no, I don't think this game's ever going to recover from the disastrous state that it is in. Once they came out on that stream or whatever it was and said that they were taking out the PvE hero missions, I think that was pretty much the death blow for this game. But I'm not saying it's going to completely lose all its players. It's kind of just going to hang around and sort of always be there, I reckon, but that's about it. But you tell me how you feel about this. Are you still playing Overwatch 2? Are you enjoying it? Let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com, and I'll see you all in the next video.